Live. Hello and welcome to Casual Saturday Dinner, which is a bit odd because it's normally Casual Saturday Lunch, but we're mixing it up a bit this week just to get back into things. Now, many of you have probably seen the recipe already for this one. I'm making 4 bean bangers. Now, bangers in Australia are sausages. You might not call them bangers anywhere else. They're snags, bangers, sausages, whatever you'd like to call them. Now, the reason that they are 4 bean is because I'm using a tin of 4 bean mix for them. This recipe is really good for people who have metallic taste. And often with metallic taste, meats can taste a bit bleh. So we want to still have a barbecue experience with the family, but have something that we will actually enjoy. And that's what we've got here. Now, I just use like a plain tin of 4 bean mix. It doesn't have to be 4 bean, it can be 3 bean, whatever you have. Speaking of whatever you have, it doesn't even have to be beans. You can use chickpeas, lentils, even black beans. Any combination of those will be fine for this. So there's no hard and fast rules for this one. I'll just stitch those. I'm still here. Just stitch those off. Now, what I've done with the beans is I have rinsed and drained them because I don't like that sort of slimy, stuff that comes in the can with them. I've gone a bit rogue though, actually completely off the reservation with some of the ingredients. I decided I also wanted to make them super good for people who have lost their sense of flavour. So as we know, how you get your flavour is from your taste buds and your sense of smell. So what I have put in here is something a little bit different to your recipe, but I can write all of these amendments on there. And so we've got the beans here. It's so easy. It all just goes into a either a blender, a food processor, doesn't matter what you use. You could use a masher. You could just actually get your hands in there and mash everything up with your hands as well. So no real equipment is needed for this one. So in this bowl here, I have some quick oats. They're sort of a bit of a binder along with the chia seeds. You could soak the chia seeds beforehand, either or, same with the oats. Over here, I have used some, what was this? Oh, that's right, golden flaxseed, because I really like golden flaxseed. It's a great form of fibre. And this one's in the recipe. This is the, where is it? Lemon myrtle. This is lemon myrtle. Well, it's a packet. I get mine from Melbourne Bush Food. It's ground up. It looks like that, but it is super fragrant. So if your smell is struggling, this will help you actually get some flavour into your mouth. That's that one. Now, the other thing I have on here that's a huge umami ingredient, which is that they're the things you need to get flavour into your food, is this one here. See that? That's nutritional yeast. So I've popped some of that in there as well. In this bowl here, this is the walnuts from the recipe and the sun-dried tomatoes and the sweet chilli sauce. But this is red miso, and honestly, don't be afraid of miso. It makes a difference to just about everything you use it in and on. And I just have some water here. Now, to get other flavours into there, you don't have to stick to these. You can put in any fresh herbs that you like. You could put in like these mingled green curry powders or a chipotle powder for a smoky flavour. Again, if your taste isn't quite right and you're not able to sense very much in your mouth, this is wasabi powder. And this is the little one that I got when a recent trip to Tasmania. It's that one there. And you could just sprinkle some of that in there. That will give the tongue a bit of bite, livens everything up in the mouth. It might make the eyes run a little bit, depending on how much you use. Be careful with it. It's quite strong. But it's a really great way of getting some sense of food in your mouth in the absence of flavour. Right, so I think I've got everything. I've included everything. Good. What I'm going to do is put all these ingredients into my little processory thing here. I'm going to put the nuts in first because I want those to break down a bit. Oh, that's just looking gooey and sticky, isn't it? Watch this go everywhere. Put that over there. And on top of that, I'm going to put the beans and everything else on top of that. With this one, it's a no hard and fast rule about, as I say, about any ingredients or quantities. Whatever you have is fine. All you need is some pulse, which is the lentils, beans otherwise, something to bind it, and something in there for extra flavour, and you're set. Okay, who have we got on there? Oh, hello, Rosa. How are you? Now, lid. That's what I need, is a lid. I'm not sure that my extension cord's going to get that. There we are. Now, just a little bit of noise. And we'll need to scrape it down a bit. Now, it's looking pretty dry. As I say, you can pre-soak the oats and the chia seeds, which is actually really nice. It makes it a lot softer in the tummy as well. I'm going to add in a little bit of water to that, not too much, because if it goes too far, I can't get it back. Or probably could. Still a bit sticky and, oh yeah, no, it needs a bit more again. More of that. Wish I could show you the weather here. It is just pattering down with rain. Very humid, very warm, just like Melbourne in the summer. It does take a little while. It's probably quicker to do it with your hands. Oh no, we're getting there, we're getting there. Now, once you've made these up, if you need extra texture on top, that's when you can put, after you've cooked them, you can put any sort of nuts on there, any sort of crunch, anything that will make it go down easier, like some sour cream or some salsa, all of those sorts of things. We'll just give this one more whiz up. I actually don't want them too wet because, oh, shoe fly. There we go. Oh, I didn't tell you, if there's a big bolt of lightning comes out of the sky, I'm out of here. Oh, why is that not going on? Nope, now we're on. Right, one more go and we'll get this out. That's better. Right, that's starting to look like a sausage meat, which is really the idea, so got that. Now, just let me clear off some of my bowls. Oh, handy shelf that underneath, I tell you. I'm going to do before I spill everything. Let's bring this over. So I've got my baking paper here and I've got some foil ready to go. So what we could do, we'll just bring this, you don't even have to get it out. Take that off. Into the dirties there. Oh, all over my hand. There we go. Okay. Now, yeah, that's the consistency that you want. It's like that, but it is actually still quite moist, so that'll work a treat for sticking and binding. Now you can get it out, roll it up, cut it into 8s or 10s or however many you like, but what I like to do is just sort of grab a hand. I do have clean hands. Grab a handful, roll it into a ball first. Seems to be the best way of containing it. And then you just want to make a bit of a sausage shape out of it by rolling it. There we go. Oh, I have to tell you, these also pass the in-law test. So we've tried them out on my in-laws. They didn't know that they weren't meat. So I was pretty happy about that. There we are. There's one snag right there. Piece of paper's probably a little bit big and my scissors haven't disappeared. Just going to cut that in half. Now you could just wrap these up and leave them in the fridge for say half an hour to an hour. They will bind quite well and you can just put them straight on the barbecue in a pan with a bit of oil, or you can steam them, as I said. Steaming them just sort of cooks everything through and makes it all stick together and makes some good solid sausage, and then you can fry it quite easily. There we go. I wrapped it up. I'm going to wrap it into some foil, probably a bigger piece of foil than I actually need. Get away with a smaller bit. Wrap it up. Just twist the ends like it's a bit of a bonbon or a big lolly. That's it. That goes into the fridge overnight, but at least for an hour if you're doing them for a meal that night. You can steam them over a steamer, boiling water, or as I say, you can steam them first and then put them on a barbecue, which is really nice. So we'll just run through another one quickly. Really, it's just about a palmful. Roll it together. And don't tell me that doesn't look like a sausage. Well, sausage meat. Just do one more. And these hold together really well. I would actually, I would almost just put these straight in a fry pan. There we go. That's a snag. Right-o. So I haven't actually done, here's one I prepared earlier today, a little bit busy and just didn't quite get around to it, so sorry about that. I will do better next time. There we go, that is Casual Saturday dinner, and I hope you enjoy that one. Let me know if you make them, because I'd really like to know what you put in them and how you've modified it to suit your tastes and your different side effects. Would really like to know that. Okie doke, I will see you again shortly. Bye for now. Bye, Rosa.